These days, you can't escape the Christmas music if you turn on the radio, and television stations and streaming services are offering up a huge selection of Christmas classics as well. We check in with Liz Clarke from Brock University. Liz, do you have a favorite Christmas film or TV show or series for that matter?
If I'm going to say classical Hollywood, like if I were to recommend something there, it would be Meet Me in St. Louis, even though it's not entirely Christmas, but I think that Judy Garland singing Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas might be my favorite. Of the contemporary stuff, I, I really love the Netflix Christmas Prince, Princess Switch. I know they're um,
I will come
not very sophisticated, but I do love them. They're my guilty pleasure.
What about this whole, I guess, this genre of the Hallmark movie and how the Hallmark movie has become synonymous with Christmas? And there's all these, these little villages that pop up everywhere where it's Christmas 365 days a year. What about that kind of thing?
So I've been thinking about this for a while, and it really intrigues me, not in as a film studies person, not to think about the kind of construction of is this a quality movie, are the aesthetics good? Thinking instead about what it means for people to be watching them, why people just love them. And I mean, personally, I think I sometimes feel tired, overworked, you know, slogging through the year. And there's this idea that Christmas is going to be this nice break, this just time to relax. And these movies end up being an escape. I think of them as an escape. I think that might be what some people find fascinating about them or compelling about them. I personally really like formulaic media. So the better the formula, the kind of more I know what I'm getting into. It's a love story. It's going to be so kind of foreign from what your everyday life is. I just find that compelling and really relaxing space to escape into.
You mentioned, old time classics, and I remember, I'm a little bit older than you, obviously, and I remember back in the days when there were only 13 stations on UHF, I should say, and going up to VHF. I might have that wrong. But the Sunday afternoon chance to watch Miracle on 34th Street or It's a Wonderful Life. There's a lot of nostalgia in, taking the opportunity to watch those movies again.
Yes. There's that for me. I think my generation was waiting for the Rudolph and like the Grinch to come on, and there is that nostalgia. I think that the other thing I was thinking is we've kind of left that space of television going from September to May, and that not only is there, that Miracle more
34th Street.
Yeah, we know that those will be playing, but we also know that there's going to be Christmas episodes of your favorite TV shows that kind of step out of whatever the storyline is, and it's just this special extra space. And I think that as we're starting to lose that because we don't have the same timeline of TV series now with streaming, I think that maybe the Hallmark movies, although they've always been there and always been popular, I think they're kind of filling that void of we're not sitting down to the television at a certain time expecting to see something.
And the streaming services have really capitalized on that. You don't have to think back to, hey, which season, which episode was it on Friends when they celebrated Christmas? They pull them all out and put them on your feed for you.
Yeah, they know what they're doing, and they know again also to pull out the TV series, but also to kind of if you watch one Netflix Christmas series special, they'll show you all of them. So,
Liz, you mentioned off the top a movie that you consider your favorite Christmas movie it's debatable whether or not it's a Christmas movie. Here's the question: Die Hard. Is it a Christmas movie?
It's a Christmas movie if you want it to be. I love it. I watch it at Christmas. I think yes, if it has scenes at Christmas, if it happens at Christmas.
So it just doesn't have to be Santa Claus. It doesn't have to have that religious aspect. It just has to take place Christmas time.
just at Christmas time. Or I mean, to me, I actually really like thinking about what people are doing with it. If people are watching it at Christmas, then it's a Christmas movie.
Liz, thanks so much for your insight today. Always a pleasure to have you here on the show. Thanks for joining us, and have yourself a great holiday season.